Hi guys, Chose on Reactions, and this video I'm going to react to the Doctor Who special, The Christmas Invasion. Let's get into it. Just like the season 1 beginning, the whole zoom in. Oh, white Christmas tree. We also do that.
Turn it off! Just shut up!
Oh, you're hearing the TARDIS? Yes!
Rose!
Yikes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Where there? What was I going to say?
That you lost
Something I
it?
have to tell you. Something important. What was it? Merry Christmas!
What do you mean that's the Doctor? Doctor Who?
Indeed! Yes!
Both working.
What do you mean both?
Well, he's got two hearts.
Oh, don't be stupid.
What do you mean?
Anything else he's got two of?
Leave him alone.
You did not just... Where's that going? To the TARDIS? Oh god. No.
I thought me and him were. And then he goes and does this. I keep forgetting he's not human.
If you didn't do this, he would have been dead.
Why is she on the telly?
Prime Minister now. I'm 18 quid a week
Oh?
better off. They're calling it Britain's Golden Age. Keep on saying my Rose.
She's doing good.
Did more than that.
Photographs of the Martian landscape should be received by midnight tonight.
Should we see that though? What? Was it an entrance?
You and me and Christmas. No doctor. No bog monsters. No life or death.
Life and Death will arrive shortly. Okay, no, that's way too creepy. What's underneath there? Oh god, wait, what? Jesus Christ! I don't need a close-up. Can you stop?
That's a new tree. Where'd you get it?
I thought it was you.
How can it be me?
What the hell?
You went shopping. There was a ring.
It's
at
not
the
gonna
door.
turn. No, don't start
that wasn't
moving.
me.
Doctor!
Help me.
Oh!
I'm still regenerating. I'm bursting with energy.
You're still not done?
You see, the pilot fish could smell it a million miles away.
Do you need a
Shut up!
codeine?
Shut up!
Oh, I don't know, Pepto-Bismol.
6.5 hours later.
Soup and a little ham sandwich.
I need you to shut up.
Jesus!
The pilot fish mean something. Something is coming.
Coming live from the depths of space.
The hell is that?
Christmas morn.
It's a big fat no.
Absolute proof that alien life.
Yikes.
Mr. Llewellyn.
That's a legit operation.
Alex is my right-hand man. I'm not used to having a right-hand man. I quite like it, though.
I like it myself. I don't suppose there's any
Nice.
chance it was a hoax.
Miss Jacobs can explain.
I don't think we've been introduced. Harriet Jones, Prime Minister.
Yes, I know who you are.
She's gonna keep doing that
Transmission didn't
for the rest
come
of her
from the
life.
surface of Mars.
Have you seen them before?
No.
I don't know why, but they kind of remind me of very angry bunnies, but without the bunny ears. Which is why they're maybe angry.
I don't understand what they're saying. Isn't it? Must be the Doctor. Like he's part of the circuit and he's broken.
No sign of the Doctor.
Nothing yet.
What about Torchwood? I know I'm not supposed to know about it, I realize that. But if ever there was a need for Torchwood, it's now.
You will surrender, or they will die. Sycorax strong, Sycorax mighty, Sycorax rock, as in the modern sense they rock.
They will die.
And then tell them, this planet is armed, and we do not surrender.
The old doctor, the proper doctor, he'd wake up.
Ooh.
He'd save us.
He's still recovering.
You really love him, don't you?
What was that?
Yeah, what the hell kind of response was that?
Was that
Light
a
show
reply?
response? Oh!
Maybe it's a different form of language, some
Oh!
sort of ideogram or pictogram.
Oh no, why can't they do that through the screen? Why can't they do that through the screen?
Come on, Anna, go back inside the house.
Are they gonna like transport them maybe? Yeah, maybe they're all going to be teleported.
You come back in with Mummy.
Anything with stairs?
Hi, Rice. They're not gonna like fall. No, they're gonna jump off it, right? No. No.
Sally, stop.
Are we really gonna go that dark?
It's Daniel Llewellyn. Daniel Llewellyn. Sally, just
It's
concentrate.
been dark a
Listen
couple
to
of
me.
times, but still.
Just
Maybe it's just a
Standing
warning.
Right on the edge.
Like, look at what we can do shit.
One third of the world's population. That's 2 billion people ready to jump.
Baxter. A positive, that's it. They're all A positive.
How many people in the world are A positive?
No idea.
So I would be included with
But I
them.
bet it's one
Rude.
Doctor, if you're out there, we need you. I don't know what to do.
The doctor's gone. He left me, Mum.
Jesus fucking Christ! Okay, can we please give the doctor some coffee or something? Let him wake up already. God, how big is it?
Come aboard.
Come aboard.
What's happening?
They do it for you.
I would imagine it's called a teleport.
It's a helmet. They might be like us.
Helmet? Oh! Wow, can you put it back on?
You will surrender, or I will release the final curse,
Curse.
and your people will jump.
Oh.
I beg of you now.
Oh, no,
Show
he's gonna
them
kill you.
compassion.
Oh! Oh! Another one. That's their compassion. I'm touched.
One half is sold into slavery, or one third dies.
Right, here we go. Nice cup of tea.
The solution to everything.
Now stop your moaning. I'll get the rest of the food.
Can't you just stay inside though?
Bring it on board.
Oh God! Yeah, no, they're gone. You should have just peeked first! Uh-oh.
Hold on, alright.
He will be there at some point. Yellow girl.
She has the clever blue box. Therefore, she speaks for your planet.
What?
She can't.
She doesn't want that responsibility.
Someone's got to be the doctor.
Oh my God.
I've never stopped him. I command you to leave this world with all the authority of the Slovene Parliament of Brexacorco-Falapatorius.
You said the word!
Spoken your English. And it's being translated.
The doctor is alright? Oh shit!
Did you miss me?
Just can't get the staff. Now you just wait. I'm busy. But you gave up on me? Oh, that's rude. That's what man I am now, am I? Rude. Rude and not ginger.
Do we have to do this
Sorry,
now?
Who is this? I'm the doctor.
He's the doctor.
I demand to know who you are. I don't know.
Here's
He's
the thing, I'm the doctor.
a
but
lot
you're
more
not.
extra in this.
Just, I don't know when to stop. So if I see a great big threatening butt which should never ever ever be pressed,
No.
then I just want to do
No, I was joking! What? So it was just a bluff?
I've no idea who I am, but you've just summed me up. So, you accept my challenge? Or are you just a
In pajamas?
Oh, yeah, that helps. I wouldn't have thought that otherwise, thanks.
Oh, ooh, the nose.
Invalidate the challenge and he wins the planet.
Oh! Whoa! Hold the fuck up!
You cut my hand off. I'm still within the first 15 hours of my regeneration cycle.
So it can
Which means
regrow?
I've just
Oh my god, I did not need to see that. Okay, but you still don't have a sword.
Doctor!
Ah.
Oh, so I'm still a doctor then?
No arguments from me!
Leave this planet and never return. Swear on the blood of your species. I swear. Tucked away at the bottom, there's always one stupid old Satsuma.
Really? Really?
No second chances. I'm that sort of a man.
What the fuck, man? How we just went to la 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 to that? I don't know. No second chances. Not that kind of man.
When you talk of the Earth, then make sure that you tell them this. It is defended.
Go on, my son! Oh, yeah!
Yes! Don't come back!
It is defended!
67!
That's all I needed. Cup of tea.
I said so! Look at him!
Is it him, though? Is it really the doctor?
Tell them to fire.
To fire what? Oh my god!
It's adapted from alien technology. A ship that fell to Earth 10 years ago.
But they were leaving.
You said yourself, Doctor. They'd go back to the stars and tell others about the Earth.
I gave them the wrong warning. I should have told them to run. As fast as they can. Run and hide because the monsters are coming. The human race.
Those are the...
I could bring down your government with a single word.
Whoa!
You're the most remarkable man I've ever met, but I don't think you're quite capable of that.
Just 6.
I don't think so.
Don't you think she looks tired?
At least there's still something of a celebration. Oh, you're digging it?
Is it true you're unfit for office?
He warned her.
There is nothing wrong with my
6
health.
words,
I
and
don't know
there
where
we
these
go.
stories are coming from. And a vote of no confidence is completely unjustified.
What are they? Meteors?
It's the spaceship breaking up in the atmosphere. This isn't snow, it's ash.
Oh.
Okay, not so beautiful.
Oh, I'd love you to come.
Okay.
You're never gonna stay, are you?
Oh.
There's just so much out there. So much to see. I've got to. Andy just gives me the creeps. Alright, that was The Christmas Invasion, and I thought it was very good. I'm happy that I watched the special, and I think it does a great job at, you know, setting everything up for the second season. Not just that, because, you know, now I guess the whole Earth knows about aliens. People, you know, every single one of the person on the planet is pretty sure, like, yeah, there are aliens out there. We've seen it with our own eyes. We're almost lost, you know, people we care about to aliens. There's no denial about anymore. But I think the special also does a great job of, you know, making us get used to the new Doctor's look. And I guess maybe some kind of new mannerisms. It's still the Doctor, but, you know, it took some getting used to. That's not weird. I was actually surprised that it took Rose quite some time before she was able to accept that it's still the Doctor, the same Doctor that she was, you know, totally in love with, and she still is. I was actually surprised by that. I thought, you know, okay, maybe it's gonna take a little in the like at the beginning, but then she's going to understand, like, okay, it's a little bit weird, he looks different, but it's the same person I care so deeply about. So I was surprised that wasn't the case, but I actually, you know, personally, I thought it was a pleasant surprise. Like, I'm not saying that I want to see Rose in pain. I'm not saying that, but it does, I don't know, it did help me, I guess, kind of, to not feel weird that I'm still a little bit, you know, weirded out about it. And at the end of the special, I was like, okay, I think I'm pretty much on board now. You know, I think I'm almost 100% there to just get like, okay, this is still the Doctor. And yeah, I was upset that we didn't have Christopher anymore, but you know, David, I think I can see it now. So, you know, I do think this special was a success. So let's get a little bit more into it. We started off with kind of like the same visual as the first season. You know, we had this kind of Google Maps thingy zoom in. And I just loved how we got to see and hear, you know, the TARDIS coming in, and get to see the reactions of both Jackie and Mickey. They were like, oh my god, is Rose coming back? Is it her? Is she still alive? Because yeah, they didn't even know if it was a success. They helped her out the last time. They helped her out to the season 1 finale, and they didn't even know, you know, what happened. So they were there, they wanted to be like the welcome committee, but the TARDIS didn't really make a smooth landing. It was a big ass mess. And yeah, so they did land, but of course they didn't know who the hell the Doctor was. They're like, who are you? But yeah, very quickly they, you know, Rose tells them that it's him, but you could also already tell that she's also still not really, you know, hasn't fully accepted that yet. But the Doctor, you know, is clearly not 100% alright just yet. And it'll take long before they have to, you know, tuck him into bed, make sure that he gets enough rest. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, okay, things are kind of chaotic, but there's constantly like something, I guess, escaping from his mouth, like, I don't know, reminded me of the like solve the TARDIS thingy. But anyways, you know, shit's about to go down. The name is not Christmas Invasion for no reason. So when Mickey and Rose were on this Christmas market, I was already getting a little bit nervous, especially because Mickey was, you know, not shy about expressing his desire to have, you know, a normal Christmas, to have a normal celebration, and he was getting real fed up with Rose constantly wanted to bring up the Doctor, and I don't know. But then we had these creepy Santa Clauses, like, I don't know what the hell was up with their masks. So I was like, okay, what's behind the mask? But like, oh wait, Marley, that's not it, actually. That's not what you should be worried about. Actually, our musical instrument, yeah, it's a weapon. So that was a big surprise. You know, I was like, okay, here we are. Shit is going down. It's no longer about to go down. It's going down. So, of course, they're going back to the house because Rose figures out, like, hey, why else would they attack us? It's because of our connection to the Doctor. And there we have another surprise, because the white Christmas tree, which I was kind of relating to, like, hey, we also do that, was suddenly not a white Christmas tree anymore. And I just can't how this Christmas tree started moving and started, like, making these, you know, singing the Christmas song, but in a very disturbing, disordered way. I don't know why, but I do have to say that's one of my favorite moments, even though it's messed up. But thankfully, when Rose, you know, called out for the Doctor's help and, you know, kind of whispered it into his ear, he woke up, he dealt with the tree, he figured out it was being, you know, remote controlled, saw the fake Santa Clauses, and figured out what was going on. But also had the bad news that he woke up too early. He was still regenerating. He was still not finished with his makeover. So yeah, the situation wasn't looking too great. You know, at the same time, we also got an old face back. We got Harriet Jones, who always has to keep on, well, not has to, think she always has to introduce herself. I do like that running gag. You know, she, like, people have made alien contact. You know, a space probe was sent and got, I guess, well, for a while it was in an alien ship instead of like this rock. So yeah, people have made contact with aliens. People are constantly trying that. And I guess now we're kind of seeing the consequences of that. Because these aliens who had these very freaky masks wanted, I guess, to have people as slaves. That's always nice. And it's not because just the contact I'm saying it wrong. It was like a combination of that, but the main thing why they were going there was, of course, because they sensed that the Doctor could be like a great battery, I guess, for them. It was just a whole lot of mess. But, you know, I have to say it was nice to see an old face. I do like that whenever we see, you know, in shows or in movies, old characters back. And, you know, now she's also Prime Minister. Even though at the end, wasn't really that much of a fan of her anymore, but we'll get there. But yeah, anyways, a lot of chaos. And then they also mentioned Torchwood a few times. You know, a few times Harriet was mentioning, like, asking about if Torchwood was like ready and get them and stuff like that. I wasn't too sure. I do think that it's like one of the Doctor Who spin-offs is named after that. I don't want to know anything about the show. Please don't tell me anything about the spin-off. I mean, feel free to tell me if indeed there's a spin-off with that title. But I'm pretty sure that's like one of the Doctor Who spin-offs, the Torchwood thing. So I wasn't too sure what exactly they were planning on doing with this Torchwood. I only thought like, okay, it's going to be there's like rescue maybe. But again, as we gonna find out later on, kind of did a thing that we, you know, the Doctor and us, I'm assuming, didn't really want to happen. So yeah, the aliens who wanted to have people as slaves are the Psycho Rex. Like, what's with all the names? And they were clearly making sure, you know, trying to make sure that the demands would have been met. And they had this nifty little light show thingy that brainwashes people sorta to go to a very high building, go to the roof and stand on the edge. And making clear, like, hey, if you're not gonna do what we want, Harriet, then, you know, these people they're gonna fall to their death. It was something, you know, like one third of the whole world population, like, was ready to jump. And I wasn't too sure, like, why these people, but then we found out because they were all A positive. And once again, I was like, excuse me, I would be with them. Because the one who sent the space probe into, well, space, also provided some, you know, human DNA, some human blood, I guess, for aliens to like, hey, get to know us. Ugh. Which is why they could use the A+ blood. But anyways, throughout all this chaos, we still got some emotional moments with especially Rose. Like I said, she had a lot of trouble, you know, accepting that, hey, this is in fact still the same person, you know, and like she said, she keeps forgetting that he's not human, you know, and she thought that she knew him, but she didn't know about this whole regeneration trick. So she was definitely hurt over that, and it felt very painful that, you know, we saw, I think on the television, Harriet asking for the Doctor to help them, to help the humans to please come back, and not long afterwards we had Rose, you know, breaking down, telling that the Doctor left her. You know, again, thank God that we had a, you know, sort of happy ending. Okay, so let's go a little bit ahead. Yeah, so we also had this, you know, Rose also reminded us that, you know, normally with the TARDIS, even though, you know, she's not like very close or anything, it does make sure that she can understand alien languages, that it gets translated, but that didn't work anymore. And she thought that because, you know, the Doctor is not in the best condition. So they kind of reminded us of that, which made that later moment definitely very epic when eventually, you know, all of the players end up on the alien ship. You know, we had Harriet, she still had her translator. The other two got killed, you know, I guessing, you know, they thought they were some compassion would have been showed, but the Psychorex have a other, explanation of compassion. But yeah, so we had the Harriet and the translator, we had Rose, we had Mickey. Rose was being very brave actually, because what's the name? The Psychorex were like, hey, you have this blue box, this special blue box. You are now going to represent the whole planet. And even though I was like, oh, she doesn't want the responsibility, and also Harriet was trying to, make that stop. Rose was like, no, I have to do this. Like, now that the doctor's not there, I have to do this. And I was quite proud of her. Like, okay, it didn't exactly work out, and they were planning on killing her, but I was quite proud of Rose, how she was, trying to do what the doctor would normally do. Remind them of certain rules. Even said some very difficult words that I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce. I was very, very proud of her, but I was definitely very relieved when, while the translator was translating what the alien was saying to Rose and telling those horrible things that, she's going to be killed, etc. Slowly, their alien language turned into English. I was like, wait a minute, why do I not have to, like, what's up? Why can't I hear what he's saying? Why can't I understand what he's saying? And I like that realization, like, oh, wait a minute, like, didn't she say that, hey, the doctor's not right, and that's why the TARDIS can't do its thing anymore with the translation thing, because, they're connected. I like that before he literally made his entrance, you will get that moment like, oh my god, that realization, like he's all right, he's gonna show up, right, he's gonna save the day. It was very nice how they like found that out as well together with us, and then yes, we have this, the camera's going to the door of the TARDIS, and there he is, the Doctor. Even when he was, in his pajamas and shit, he was still being quite badass. I just loved that moment. That was also one of my favorite moments. This whole, like, hey, wait a minute, we don't need to translate anymore. Like, why are we hearing they speak English? And like, oh my god, is Doctor back? And yes, there's the Doctor. Yeah, the Doctor was, very quickly he figured out, like, hey, what's going on here with this button? Because throughout the episode, the aliens were threatening, like, hey, we're gonna press this button, and if we're gonna press the button, people are gonna jump off the freaking roof. So listen to whatever we want. And Doctor wasn't really that impressed, did a little bit of research, started like, hey, it's blood control. Okay, blood control, even tasted some of the blood. Like, can you never do that, please? And he was like, oh, I'm unpredictable, you don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know it. He's just straight up pushed the button. But thankfully, it was indeed a bluff. The aliens were bluffing. It wasn't, it's not like if you press the button, oh, now people are gonna jump. No, it just meant that they were out of their, I guess, brainwash thing. The Doctor called it like some kind of voodoo trick. Like he said, you can't hypnotize people to death, but you can hypnotize them, I guess, to act like a clown. So another great moment. Then we got, still, whoever's behind this episode was like, yeah, it's still not exciting enough. Viewers need more than this. Let's add in a sword fight. So we got a sword fight between the Doctor and, I guess, the leader of the Psycho Rex. And it was quite nice. I mean, the highlight, or should I say the disturbing light, was where the Doctor's hand got cut off. That was once again a very, what the fuck moment. But luckily, the Doctor was still, a certain time hasn't passed yet, so his hand just regrew. And eventually he did end up winning the sword fight. And I liked, how Rose throughout this whole process was more and more like, okay, there's no doubt or anything. This is the Doctor. This is the person that I love. So it was a whole lot of greatness. And of course, the Doctor didn't want to kill the alien, but the alien went for him. So he got rid of him anyways, with yet again some button pressing. But the Doctor did send the aliens away. He just warned them like, hey, you will never get back to Earth because the Earth is being defended. He is a great defender. So all was going pretty well. All was like, okay, they're gone. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they would show up again, but for now, it's good. It's all good. We also had a nice like real reunion between Harriet and the Doctor. Okay. But then, when the Doctor was having a moment with Jackie and Mickey and Rose, I know it's not like her translator, but I'm just calling him a translator for now. But like her translator told them that Torchwood, I think was like ready, and she gave, I guess, the go ahead, and I was like, what? I think she said something like fire. Yeah, fire. I was like, fire what? I didn't even think that he would straight up. Well, destroy the spaceship that was already going away. And I'm pretty sure you heard them screaming. I don't want to rehear that, so I'm not going to rewind, but I'm pretty sure you heard the aliens screaming, like a little bit. The Doctor was upset, to say the least, and he called it murder. She was still convinced that she did the right thing. But yeah, it's a really, really bad move to piss off the Doctor. And he said that he only needed 6 words to make the whole, I guess, government fall apart. And I don't know, I just can't believe that I thought she was so, she really respected the Doctor. I thought that she would pretty much do whatever he would advise her to do, but that wasn't the case. And, she did explain it. She did say, like, hey, I saw them kill all those people, and you're not always going to be there to defend us. As a matter of fact, you weren't even there for a huge part of the day, because you were sleeping. And yeah, fair enough at some point, because if they didn't, I should say, I should thank like Jackie, I guess, because Jackie was the one, right, who brought like the food and the drinks into the TARDIS. I mean, Rose did first ask for it, but then when they were on the way to the TARDIS, she said that she should just leave it there. And Jackie's like, but you asked me to bring food and drinks, and Rose was once again like, just leave it. So actually, we should thank Jackie that she did end up bringing food and drinks, right? Because if she didn't do it, we wouldn't have the tea. And then the tea couldn't have, revived the Doctor. So actually, Jackie kind of saved the day. Right? Am I getting this wrong? Because if it's true, that's kind of epic. But anyways, yeah. My point is, if the tea wasn't there, if he didn't, I guess, smell the aroma of like the awesome British tea, then he probably would have still been knocked out, sleeping or whatever, recovering. And we would have all been, I guess, dead. Or, I don't know, it wouldn't have been good. Or slaves. She has a point, but still, very messed up. It was definitely very messed up to see all those, I don't know what the hell they were coming from, all those laser thingies. But the Doctor's very upset. And I'm scared for, like, the consequences. He was already warning her beforehand, like, hey, your planet is being very noisy, and you're, like, making contact or trying to make contact with aliens. They're noticing you, so I'll prepare yourself. It's only going to get more, busy. And then she does something like that. Yeah, that's definitely gonna help. That's definitely not gonna give a lot of noise. Yeah, so like I said, the Doctor was very upset, and he told her that, actually I should have said something else to the Psychorex. I should have told them to run, and that the real monsters are the human race. Yeah, that did give me a little bit of a chill. But like I said, still she didn't listen. So he used his 6 words. He said, "Don't you think she looks tired?" And that was all that was needed to indeed, probably make sure that she wouldn't last long in this government. I'm very curious whether she is still going to be like the prime minister in I guess the 2nd season. I'm very curious towards that. I don't think so though. I think the Doctor was pretty secure or confident about what he was doing. So yeah, like I said, it's really set up the 2nd season well. Now humans know about the aliens, about the existence of aliens. Also, humans are, I guess, now convinced, like, hey, we have these certain weapons and we're gonna use them, even when the Doctor says it's not necessary. They're kind of like, you know, I guess typical humans, like, oh, we know better, like usual. At the same time, also, other thing that's also great for the second season is, like I said, now the Rose and Doctor relationship is, I guess, back on track. Rose has accepted him now. She's pretty, like, comfortable with him now. She still has to get used, like, for example, his hands. When they wanted to, you know, when she wanted to hold his hand, she was still a little bit creeped out. But we're getting there, actually. You know, she also digged his new look, his new clothes. So, yeah. So at least that, like, I guess the heart of the show, that's pretty secure at the moment. So that's nice, you know, going into the second season and knowing, like, okay, at least those two have worked it out, and Rose is, you know, back feeling that joy of, like, hey, let's go into an adventure again. That's all great. Yeah, this definitely made me, you know, even more excited about the second season. You know, I'm still a little bit worried though. Like, I'm happy for Rose and that she yet again found that joy and wanted to explore the universe. But I also felt bad for, like, Mickey and Jackie especially. You know, that she's yet again leaving. But I don't think that's ever going to change. She, like it or not, they're going to have to accept that Rose will probably keep on, you know, traveling with the TARDIS for God knows for how long. Eesh. I do hope, you know, and I'm pretty sure we will. I do hope, you know, we're gonna continue to see both Jackie and Mickey. I mean, I'm pretty sure about Jackie because it's Rose. About Jackie because she's Rose's mom. I don't really see her not in the show, but I also hope we're gonna keep Mickey because it's quite nice to see him, I guess, grow as well. You know, if I compare Mickey from, like, this episode, for example, to the first episode, I do see a difference. I do see the difference. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my messy review and sort of random recap. Oh well, thanks so much for watching. Bye.